This is the afternoon weather briefing. This is for Monday, the 23rd of June. This is James Spann, Alabama's weather. Hot and humid. After all, it's summer. And like a summer day, we have a few thunderstorms around. Let's go right to the radar. And we are live this afternoon at 2:13. And that's just a classic summer look right there. Random, scattered, showers and storms gradually moving westward today, coming around the base of that big upper high. The storms simply follow the upper air winds and the main mid-latitude westerlies, the winds we typically see aloft here in the cool season. They're far, far north of here. And from time to time, with an upper high setting up northeast of here, storms go the wrong way. And that's the situation today. We'll take a look at some of the heavier showers over in West Alabama. Pretty good thunderstorms coming into Gordo and Pickens County, approaching Reform and Carrollton. Thunderstorms down around Moundville and Hale County. Got a few decent showers up in parts of Fayette and Lamar counties. Over on the eastern side of the state, got a few developing showers in parts of Chambers, Tallapoosa, Elmore, Macon counties. And again, they're moving off to the west. Head down south, things pretty quiet. There's one little bitty shower in progress here, just north of Fort Morgan. Got some thunder with that, but that's a tiny shower. Otherwise, the Gulf Coast is very quiet. And southeast Alabama, I got a couple of very small showers in Dale County, Barber County, Geneva County, but those moving westward and obviously not a big deal. And, of course, the showers and storms are driven by the daytime heating process, meaning once the sun goes down, they fade away. And we'll see that basically every day between now and early September. That's summertime in Alabama. Of course, every day the coverage of the showers and storms will go one way or the other, and the placement will be different. Check the upper air look, and you can see the large upper high that's over the eastern states, and that's getting all the attention. But again, remember, while there's a big ridge in the east, there is a big trough in the west. Cold, mountain snow, record lows this morning in many spots. A lot of the spots up in Wyoming and Montana were in the 20s this morning. So with a high amplitude pattern, that's the way it works. Ridge in the east, trough in the west. And the visible satellite view, that's just good old summertime. A field of popcorn cumulus clouds across the deep south. Some of those blossoming into storms, others are not. That's a regional radar composite showing those scattered showers and storms across the state. Let's check heat levels. And really, for a June day, they're not that bad. I know if you're working outside, you claim otherwise, but this is summertime in Alabama. Birmingham, 88, which is below average for the 23rd of June. Tuscaloosa, 78 because of the rain shower that came through earlier. 91 for Anniston, 92 in Gadsden. The hot spot, Huntsville, of all places. They've got 94. They're closer to the core of the upper high. And low 90s down at Mobile and Dothan. And again, I really don't like this map. The watch warning map, it kind of gives the implication that it's hot only where you see the counties in orange over the Tennessee Valley. And understand, it's hot everywhere, hot and humid. For example, if you live in Winston County, you're not in orange. No advisory. But if you're in Cullman County or Marion County, you're under an advisory. So, and again, the orange, technically, that's where the heat index could reach 105. But again, most of the state not in an advisory. We'll probably see one more statewide tomorrow. And around the nation, we have heat advisories over much of the eastern half of the country with that upper high. Also note a severe thunderstorm watch for parts of Wisconsin, upper Michigan, and Iowa. Got a risk of severe storms through tonight from West Texas and eastern New Mexico into the Great Lakes. Tomorrow, a risk from the Northern Rockies into northern New England. And on day 3, which is Wednesday, got a risk of severe storms, a marginal risk, level 1 out of 5, from the high plains over to near New York City, Long Island. And we note down here there's a marginal risk on Wednesday over parts of east and south Alabama. And again, any summer storm could be strong, with the chance of maybe some small hail, a little wet microburst, strong gusty winds from time to time. But like we talked about this morning, the biggest issue with summer storms, typically it's lightning. A summer storm on a hot afternoon here can produce thousands of ground strokes. And when thunder roars, go indoors. Rain for the next 7 days. These maps are increasingly hard to draw because of the random scattered nature of the showers and storms. This is just an average for the next week. Rain amounts 1/2 to 1 inch for the north, 1 to 1.5 inches for the south. In the tropics, it's calm. We've got the one orange X on the board out in the middle of nowhere. This is far east of Bermuda, far, far east of the United States. This morning, the Hurricane Center had this at a 70% chance of developing. Now it's down to 60%. And there's a little narrow window where this thing might become organized this evening. But really, after today, strong upper air winds will shear it apart. So it's just a junk system in the middle of nowhere. The bottom line is the Atlantic Basin very calm. No tropical storms, no hurricanes, other than that one little speck right there through the rest of the month of June. So model fans, here we go. GFS, 12Z run, valid tomorrow afternoon at 4. And if you look carefully, you'll see that 597 ring. That's the center of the upper high that's over northeast Tennessee, eastern Kentucky, and West Virginia. And a big trough in the western states. But obviously, for Alabama, the day is going to be hot and muggy, and we'll have a few afternoon storms around. This is the high-resolution HRRR, valid tomorrow evening at 6 o'clock. And like today, we'll have them out there. Exactly when and where they form, nobody knows. The model doesn't know, we don't know, but they'll be out there. And again, we always stress with these maps in summer, the radar will not look exactly like this, but maybe something like this. And again, highs in most spots, mid-90s tomorrow. Same thing on Thursday, and then Friday, the upper high begins to weaken, and heat levels should come down a smidgen. The high Friday should be in the low 90s, and we'll probably see a little bump in the number of scattered showers and storms. And that trend continues for the weekend. This is Saturday, and this is Sunday. And understand, we're not saying it's going to rain all weekend long. It will not. We'll have scattered showers and storms during the afternoon and evening hours. Highs for the weekend around 90, which is where we should be for this time of the year. And Monday, the ridge continues to weaken. Highs probably drop into the upper 80s. A mix of sun and clouds with scattered showers and storms, most active Monday afternoon and Monday evening. Let's go out 10 days. This is Thursday of next week, July 3rd, approaching the 4th of July holiday weekend. And look at the blue on the map here. That means heights a little below average. So the upper high continues to weaken, and again, we'll see scattered showers and storms. That's a 12Z map. That's early in the morning, but just classic summer weather as we move into July. Temperatures maybe a little below average with upper 80s. And again, the chance of these pop-up afternoon storms. Rain for Birmingham. This is coming off the GFS ensemble. The mean up there a little over 3 inches. Wow, that's a pretty good bit between now and the 8th of July. Temperatures coming off the NBM National Blend of Models. The heat levels will likely peak tomorrow and Wednesday with mid-90s, low 90s on Thursday and Friday. And look at that, upper 80s, mid to upper 80s for much of next week. Lows in the low 70s. So temperatures next week will be lower, but of course the humidity stays sky high. And just in moments ago, here's the brand new 8 to 14 day guidance. This is for July 1st through July 7th. Temperatures near average, maybe slightly above average, but looks pretty routine as we get into July. So once again, here's the radar. We're live at 2:22 on this Monday afternoon. And you can see showers and thunderstorms moving westward today. And again, following the circulation of the upper high to the north and east. Very common in summer for storms to move that way. Heavier storms are moving into Pickens County. Really coming down north of Gordo. Up Highway 159 approaching Highway 17 and Reform US 82. Thunderstorms down toward Moundville and Hale County. Got a few up in the Tennessee Valley. It's pretty quiet. Got a few showers in parts of Winston, Marion counties. Got a few showers in East Alabama, parts of Cleburne, Clay, Randolph, Chambers, Tallapoosa, Elmore, Macon counties. But again, these will fade once the sun goes down later this evening. So that's it for the afternoon briefing. Again, had a great time today. Saw the students in Camp Journey at Oak Mountain Middle School. It's a great program put on by the Shelby County Sheriff's Office. Tomorrow, going to be in Marion, Perry County at the Public Library, 10 o'clock. Hope to see many of you there. Love coming down to Marion. Going to be in Leeds on Wednesday at 9 o'clock at their library. Thursday, First Baptist Church of Alexander City for their summer program for kids. And I'll be speaking to the City of Gardendale employees at midday. And then I will be at Camp Legacy in Hoover at Bumpus Middle School. Summer program for kids there. And then Friday, going to be at Riverside Baptist Church for their summer program. And then at in Shelby County at Thompson High School for a program there. So busy week ahead. And hey, it's Monday night. You know what that means? Weather Brains, the weekly show for weather geeks, dweebs, nerds, dorks, weenies. 7 o'clock tonight on the Weather Brains YouTube channel, youtube.com/weatherbrains. The audio podcast comes out late tonight. And we invite you to watch us this evening on ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great Monday evening, and God bless.